tell you this. Well, I'll tell you what happened with Mayweather McGregor. So Showtime, it was a Showtime event. You know, they were the co-promoter of this thing. And he felt like Showtime did him dirty the first day because they didn't really tell us what we were doing, how it was all going to lay out. It was all sort of loosey-goosey.
Right.
And then Mayweather came out and just started attacking Conor. Then Conor went to say, talk to him about hitting women, and the mics got killed. And then Conor was game on.
Right. Right.
Yeah, and he came right out after Espinoza, the guy who runs Showtime the next day, and Floyd, and it got real.
Yeah.
You know, at first it was two guys that were going to fight. They had said some stuff back and forth, and then once they did that stuff to him the first day in L.A., Conor went Conor.
And there were some reports that that the guys took a flight together at one point, and you said that wasn't true. I'm a big flight aware guy, flight tracker guy, because we get really into coaching searches in the off season. So there was a flight that was tail F69420. That was I tracked personally. That seemed to be like it was the flight. Your comment.
So Conor had a plane that brought him from. It was actually a video blog where our planes land the same time at LAX. And we bump into each other.
Almost like it was really convenient that you were able to be in the same frame at the same time.
It would say that it would feel that way, but swear to God, on my daughter's life, we landed at the same time in LAX.
All right, just chill out. You don't have to bring your daughter into it.
And Floyd's plane was there too. No, you guys are like total conspiracy.
We got a lot.
No. They never flew together, ever.
Okay.
Now, Floyd isn't like that.
Here's an easier question.
Floyd isn't a jump on my plane kind of guy.
Yeah, I would imagine.
He needs some elbow room on that thing.
Yeah.
Do you still want to beat up Darren Ravel?
Darren Ravel, he's a douche.
He's a douche. I played him one-on-one in basketball, beat him 11-0.
Did you beat him 11-0?
Yeah, 11-0.
That doesn't surprise me
Domination.
at all. The guy tries to act all whatever. He looked like he doesn't have a coordinated bone in his body.
He's a nerd.
He's a total nerd.
Big time nerd.
Yes.
So do you still like, if you see Darren Ravel in like a alley, you like, no one knows.
No, it's not.
You shove him, you give him a swirly or something.
No,
there's a toilet in the alley too. It's weird.
Were you allowed to pick on girls when you were in school? No, it's the same thing. It's like picking on girls.
Yeah. Darren Ravel, he's something else.
Can I ask a follow up there?
Yeah.
Darren Ravel or Ariel Helwani?
Ravel more than Helwani, to be honest with you. Helwani is just, that's a whole nother level.
He's a goof.
He's a
clown.
Ooh, what about our friend? We have we're personal friends with Stitch Duran.
Yeah, no, Stitch and I came up together.
Yeah,
you know, we came up together, and he got a little nutty, and lost his mind. But hey, I'm sure he's doing fine.
Yeah, he is. He actually is. We saw him before the Mayweather-McGregor fight. You talked about McGregor kind of going off in like the press conferences and stuff. Do you ever get nervous that he's gonna like go totally rogue? And he kind of has at some points. You know, obviously, you know, saying that he retires from everything.
I don't ever worry about retiring.
You never ever worry like he actually is going to walk away?
Anybody who wants to walk away should walk away.
Right.
Including Conor. Everybody. Everybody who says, I want to retire, should retire in this sport. You don't stick around in this sport if the R word even pops into your head. But yeah, there's been times Conor threw the monster cans at the Diaz fight, and then another time at the Eddie Alvarez fight, we thought Eddie Alvarez threw the chair. He picked up the chair and was going to throw the chair back at Eddie Alvarez. Yeah, we've had a couple of Conor.
Was the monster thing? So we are kind of connected dots, guys. We thought the monster thing was just like a viral advertisement for Monster energy drinks. That's right in your demo.
I believe that you believe that.
Oh yeah.
All the UFC guys are at home banging monsters. That's
Conor's getting sued for that.
Ooh,
really?
Yeah, he's getting sued.
But the ad money you got is more than the lawsuit. So
hopefully in Conor's case, yes, that's the case.
Yeah. Real question? Are you mad at John Jones?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm mad at John Jones.
So have you talked to him like at length since?
We haven't talked at all.
Okay.
Are you disappointed in him?
Very.
That's even worse. Like when your parents are just disappointed in you.
Very.
Is there any? Does he have any chance to come back and do another fight, or is this kind of?
I think that he's got to go through USADA and the California State Athletic Commission, but I think he's gonna be in big trouble.
Yeah. It's, I mean, and he would have been, probably the greatest of all time.
Yeah, I think he is the greatest of all time. I think if he had done everything the way he should have, he'd be a huge superstar. He might even be the heavyweight champion of the world.
So you tell me yes or no, okay?
Yep.
We'll start with this one. John Jones, Brock Lesnar, steroids are legal.
Ooh.
People want to see that. John
Yes.
Jones, Brock Lesnar, steroids are legal. Maybe we fight on like a ship or something.
Right.
We'll like international waters.
Yeah.
Maybe?
That'd be fun.
Okay.
It's not a bad idea.
All right. What about you versus Darren Ravel, and Ravel gets like a low grade taser? Like not something that will knock you out, but something that will stun you a little. You got to build up like a little bit of a,
Still, that one's still not fair.
Okay. All right.
Give him a high grade taser.
Yeah. All right. What about Butterbean versus anyone? Literally anyone. We just want Butterbean back.
Where is Butterbean?
I don't know. I thought you would know.
I have no idea.
You don't have.
I
You don't
haven't
have
seen
eyes on
that guy
Butterbean
forever.
What the
No.
hell? You got to take care of your guys.
Yeah.
He's a
Butterbean
legend.
isn't my guy.
Well, yeah, he's not technically your guy, but he's like all of our guys. Like Butterbean's a
royal.
national treasure, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
What
Like,
about-
we collectively have to watch out for Butterbean?
What if you just had like Brock Lesnar against the head of USADA?
Against that.
Just some nerd in a lab coat, and just let Brock Lesnar just go to town on him.
Yeah.
Just, but the USADA guy has like all his piss on him, so he can like throw like deadly piss on
Yeah.
Lesnar.
Okay.
I think these are some good ideas.
I got one last one. Steven Seagal versus like 15 like real beta male liberal like limp dick guys who are like, no, we don't want to
Did you
fight
see that George Foreman just called him out?
Did he?
Oh, yeah,
So
I
then
did see
George
that, yeah.
Foreman
Foreman just
versus
called out
Seagal.
Steven Seagal.
Make it happen.
That's a
Make-
fun one.
Your
Trust
dream-
me,
your rainmaker.
I would love to make that one happen.
Okay.
Saw on TV this morning, somebody made you go through your text messages because they were like drilling in on you to see if you were going to let McGregor fight in WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And so you had text with Vince McMahon. Would you let McGregor fight in WrestleMania if he wanted to?
Yes.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
But as of now, that's not your texts say that's not on the table.
Yeah. So the story was out there that he was going to be in the WrestleMania. It's not true. When you have the New York Post writing shit that's not true, and the LA Times and things like that, it's a little irritating.
Yeah.
On both sides.
I would imagine. Would you let Vince write you into like a plot line?
No, I wouldn't do that.
Really?
No.
That's a good answer, because then when you do, we're like, it's real, it's not fake.
Everything we
thinking
do is real. The Ultimate Fighter, our reality show is very real.
All right, so I actually have a question kind of along those lines. The big fights that you guys have had recently. So you had CM Punk, which felt like kind of a sideshow when you watched it and saw him get beat up pretty quickly. The Mayweather McGregor fight was huge numbers. Brock Lesnar or John Jones would have happened if John Jones didn't have this. Are you worried at all about the UFC? Because the UFC's draw has always been that the best guy can get up there and win, and it's just kind of like it's a process of elimination. Like, this guy, if he just stays the course and keeps fighting, he'll win this division. Now the mega fights are there and the big paydays are there. So do you think that kind of undermines it a little, what you guys have been?
No. I mean, the way that we've always done it is the best always fight the best, From the time you come into the UFC, if we think you're a guy who has the potential to get somewhere. Normally in boxing, the way they would do it is they would feed guys to that guy. Mm-hmm. We do the exact opposite. We put you in against the best in the world, and if you really are the best, you rise to the top. But when the fights come that are big money fights, it's like, how could I deny Conor McGregor
Right.
that opportunity to make that kind of money?
Mm-hmm. Are you worried at all that he's kind of shifted the balance now, where he gets, fighters probably are going to be demanding more and more money as they get bigger and bigger?
That's always going to happen. It's happened since the day we bought the company, and it'll happen to the day I'm gone. Mm-hmm. It's human nature to want more money.
Yeah.
Everybody wants more money.
What do you think would have been the impact on UFC had McGregor won that fight?
Huge. I mean, it's massive. If McGregor won that fight, it'd be so huge.
I think he got a moral victory, and it
Yeah.
counted
Yeah.
against Floyd's
I agree.
professional record.
Would he
49.
have-
Well, there were people saying, like Max Kellerman and a lot of other boxing experts, that he wouldn't hit Floyd Mayweather once.
Yeah.
He wouldn't land one punch.
Right. Do you think there'll ever be a number two? Mayweather McGregor number two?
I never say never, but I doubt it.
Okay. You actually owe us money because we were at the fight, And we walked in, and the guy selling beer outside was like, last call at like 8:30, and we freaked out. We're like, no, oh shit.
We got like 5 beers.
So we ordered way too many drinks, got way too drunk, and so that's your fault.
And then I lost money at the casino later because
you owe
I
us
had been
money.
overserved.
Yeah.
That's
basically
MGM's
at your
fault.
direction.
Yeah, that's MGM's fault.
Well,
We're the
I mean,
idiots
this-
who go to Vegas and think there's actually a last call in Vegas.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
We ordered all the drinks, and then we stopped and we're like, wait, we're in Vegas. This is the dumbest thing we've ever done.
Would you like to apologize? We'll take just an
I doubt
apology.
that, but yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. It was a good fight.
I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
So with the state of New York, the UFC kind of has an interesting history, kind of getting MMA kind of legalized in the state. What was that process like? Did it take longer than you thought it would?
No, I would have to say it actually went faster than I thought it would. You know, this whole process with the UFC, getting it sanctioned. New York obviously took a long time, but everybody else was about as soon as we expected it to take. What I'm really blown away is how fast everybody learned the ground game. You know, when you think about our society, you know, we grew up with John Wayne movies where you don't hit a man when he's down. He'd hit a guy and stand him up and hit him again. The ground game is very, if you don't do it, it's hard to figure out, you know, the different jiu-jitsu moves. But people picked it up quick. That's what surprised me the most, is how many people fell in love with the sport and were able to understand it as quickly as they did.
Were you hurt when that guy called it human cockfighting? Were you like, hey, it's actually...
That was before my time.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That was Butterbean's
Senator
time.
John McCain.
Yeah.
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 Well, that was McCain that said that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of messed up.
Yeah, that is messed up. When we look back, Ronda Rousey, underrated or overrated?
No, underrated. Look at what she did. Look at what she built.
There weren't a lot of, it's kind of like if Babe Ruth had to face like Pedro Martinez, like if those eras like somehow combined very quickly, because
But she started it.
Right, but
She started it all. You had such a dominant female fighter, and she was so badass, and she spoke well, and she was pretty. That whole combination of what she was is what built the women's mixed martial arts.
It's like a chicken and the egg
phenomenon.
kind of thing. If she didn't build it, there would have been no one who could have been better than her to beat her.
But you could say the same thing about, you know, some of the early Anderson Silva. Was he the, you know, you could say that about a lot of people. She was the right person at the right time to do it.